Welcome to Abnormal Truth, everyone. Thanks for clicking in. Today's video is a Mandela effect alert. I want to try to put some emphasis on this video because I believe it to be very important what has recently happened in the Mandela effect arena. I was on Miss Pickles' video today, not 10-15 minutes ago. She has a YouTube Mandela Effect channel. I will link this video in the description below. Go subscribe to her and stuff because she's cool. And so the amazing thing here is what she let me know and let us know: the FlinTstones are back. Oh my gosh, guys, it's going to be hard for me not to cuss in this video. I don't believe I've ever cussed in a video. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe in some of my debunking videos. But I'm not upset right now, but I'm worked up over this because this is mind-blowingly important. And this is the second time this thing has happened. All right, so the FlinTstones with no T, not a couple of months ago, was a Mandela effect, okay? All right, let that sink in. There's no T. Flynn Stones. That's what this reality guy said, that the Flintstones was how it was spelled and how it was said. This was a known Mandela effect. And I even put it in one of my videos. Alright, so not long ago, the Flintstones had no T, and there was a large group of us going, whoa, the Flintstones. It was the Flint Stones, not the Flynn Stones. Flint, is the rock you can make sparks with, make a fire out of. Caveman, it's this was a known Mandela effect. People put videos out and cited the movie, the recent movie Flintstones, and how it was spelled with no T. And you do the little bit of research that it takes, and you go on Google and try to find a whole lot of sources. And now the T's back. I mean, go do it for yourself. If you you didn't have to have this Mandela effect for this to prove it to you. You just have to know and remember this Mandela effect, and this would be some major evidence to you that this has nothing to do with false memories. You can all flip and kiss my bum if you tell me that this is all false memories. So let me just say that one more time in case you didn't know, if you don't know what's going on. This used to be a known Mandela effect. The Flintstones without a T. And we were all like, what? I always remembered it was the Flintstones, like the rock that you can make sparks with, make a fire, and all that good stuff. It was the Flintstones. But no. We went back, no telling how many of us, guys, went back, spelled the Flintstones without the T in it, and, it was there. That's how they spelled it. See, I spelled it wrong the way it was a couple of months ago. And now it's got the T back in it, which is the original way. I mean, that is amazing, in your face, double confirmation of this, guys. And this is not the first time this has happened. The Apollo 13 movie, quoting Houston, we have a problem, it changed back also like a month or so ago. So I'm wondering why this isn't a big deal. How come every Mandela effect channel is not screaming, hey, it changed back? This is a big deal, guys. I was wondering about that on the Apollo 13. Also, and I wasn't as sure about this because And here's a couple things that I don't want to forget to mention. When I was on here watching this, she's going on Google proving it to you that is now, again, the Flint Stones. I was thinking, man, I wonder what happened to my video. You know, the curiosity was bad. And so I have this Mandela effect slideshow video. I did not do an expose on Apollo 13 or the Flintstones. I wish I had, because now I've got to go try to find other people's videos, because I need to find some Mandela effect channel saying verbally that it was the Flynn Stones. You know, I need verbal confirmation, because they've probably gotten rid of all the evidence. Anyway, this big T here was not in my video, guys. It was not there. This Flynn was squished in. You know what I mean? That N was real close to the S there. And my mind is blown. This is not a memory thing at all. Okay? I know, just like I know I have a daughter, just like I know my name, you know, in the state I live in, as sure as those things, I know this T was not in here. And let me tell y'all one thing, all right? Officially now, this is the way it is, okay? There is a T in this cart. There's two T's in the Flintstones now, okay? So this is correct. I wouldn't have put this in the video unless it was a Mandela effect. And I'm telling you, there was no T. And then I go back. I still have this picture on my computer that I just downloaded off the internet. It's changed too, of course. But what this means, and it confirms it, there's certain laws of the Mandela effect, okay? And here's one I'll describe to you. Once the Mandela effect changes something, it's been like that forever. Okay? And let me give you an example. If this was a poster, this Flintstone, say this was a wall poster, okay, physical piece of paper, and it had crinkles in it, it was old, maybe it had a tear here and a wadded up piece of bubble gum, right, or like a stain right here on the big T. It would have, that stain would still be there, and the T would be in there. It's not like they magically with technology or witchcraft actually redo it. It's just that it's always been that way. It's a time issue. So when I downloaded this picture and put it into my video, you know, embedded inside my slideshow video along with like 55 other pictures, it had to have had the T in it when they changed it again. So therefore, you know, it's like now, it's just very hard to explain, by the way, but it's like now, even though when I downloaded it, it did not have the T, now it changed it to where it's completely had always had the T in there, so it even got in my video. If that's the only way I can describe it. But it means that the Mandela effect makes it to where, you know, if this was an old piece of wrinkled up paper, it would have the creases and everything. It doesn't have to make the text new. It has always been that way. And although when I downloaded this picture from the internet and inserted it into my video, it did not have this big T. When they changed it, they made it to where it always, that's the way it always was again. And so that's why the T is in here now, even though that was never there. I mean, I can still see it. The N was closer, and there was no tea, because every time I would watch my video here, the slideshow, the Mandela effect slideshow, I would look at that end and go, wow, there's no tea there. I mean, I really would. And I was really curious as soon as I stopped watching Miss Pickle's video. I was real curious what it did to my video. And lo and behold, it put the big fat yellow T in there. And that's the way I always remember the FlinTstones, guys. It was the FlinTstones. So hopefully they're going back and fixing some stuff they did. I don't know. But it's definitely, I even put in the wrong spelling, the way it was a couple of months ago, officially in this reality, guys. It was only a couple of months ago. I mean, I downloaded this, uploaded on June 21st of this year. And man, that is so much proof in your face. This, and for the second time, this is you have Apollo 13 doing the switcheroo. Now we got the FlinTstones doing the switcheroo. So I think that now no Mandela effect is too small. Go make an individual video on all the Mandela effects you want to, because what I have to do now, guys, is try to find somebody's old Mandela effect video specifically on the FlinTstones, talking about how it had no tea in it. I mean, this is what do you guys think? This should be on everybody's Mandela effect channel. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that I'm surprised that this is not a huge flipping deal. You know, I mean, when lightning strikes twice, 2 times, I mean, what's going on here? And this makes me think, I'm sorry, I hit my microphone there. This makes me think that this is not really a natural phenomena. I don't know if I ever thought it was. But the flipping back and forth, this is some manipulation by either non-humans or humans with super tech. And I would ask them to stop doing this, please. I don't have enough confidence in you, especially if it's the humans, that you're not going to really mess our reality up. And now it's gotten to the point where I'm going to have to revisit these old Mandela effects to see if they have changed back. Because this is the second time one has changed back right in our faces. And I think this is a little bit more of a simple one than the Apollo 13 one. So this one should definitely be cited. Because the Apollo 13 one, the change back was only happened in the movies, quote, not the actual astronauts' official, like NASA audio. It was only the movie that changed back. But yeah, please like and subscribe. Make your own Mandela effect video about how this has changed back again and how big of a deal it is. This is not false memories at all. And this proves it to me. And this would prove it to anybody that was aware of this Mandela effect not too long ago. And it's been out for a while. But yeah, it's just really, really amazing that this has happened. And I want to talk to people about it too. Please let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be in the comments as much as I can, because I want to talk to other people about this. And thank you again, Miss Pickle, for bringing this very important realization that another Mandela effect has changed back on us. I mean, this should make CNN almost do it. If we can somehow prove that this was a established Mandela effect not too long ago, and see, I can't prove it, not by the way what I did in my video, I needed to have done a video, and please find me, somebody please find me an old Mandela Effect video on the Flintstones where somebody um verbally says that the Flintstones has no T in it now. You know what I mean? It has to be crystal clear that that's what the Mandela effect was. And I want them to repeatedly say that they remember it being Flint with the T in it. It needs to be crystal clear. But that's what I'm looking for, because I can find further clues from that, because I want to see what has changed in that video. And I want to see if we can actually hear somebody verbally say that it was the FlinTstones, talking about the Mandela effect that it was a couple months ago. So that would help me out a lot. Because I could not find one of Apollo 13 where I could hear them quote what the movie was, crystal clear, explain the differences. They have to say something of the effect in their video. The FlinTstones now no longer has the T and is just the FlinTstones. And then that would be confirmation that this was a Mandela effect and that it had changed. You see what I'm getting at, guys? That's what I want. And so I'll be doing some searching for that, but if you could link that in the comments, would be awesome. Very, very, very awesome of you to do. Anyway, guys, I might even make another video on this if I find out some good, juicy old Mandela Effect videos that proves that this used to be. Actually, I'm looking for any proof that this was an established Mandela Effect. But yeah, I think that's what we need to do on this, is go back and look at some of the channels that were smart enough to do a full little video on the Flintstones. So yeah, see you guys soon.